May I come in, sir?
Please.
Thanks. Good afternoon, sirs.
Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Be comfortable.
Thank you, sir.
So, can you introduce yourself
Yes,
in a minute, not more than that?
Okay, sir. Sir, I am Koshinder. I belongs from a district Jhunjhunu in Rajasthan. I did BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from NIT Kurukshetra. And sir, my hobbies are diary writing and mentoring of students.
And your subject for the optional subject was?
Sir, it is anthropology.
Anthropology.
Yes.
And this is your which attempt?
Sir, 6th attempt it is.
And for you belong to OBC category?
Yes, sir.
And you have reached interview stage in how many times?
Sir, 3 times I reached.
3 times.
Yes.
But you didn't succeed for any service
No, sir.
up till now?
No, sir.
Okay. So, can you, Koshinder, tell me what is the, how you describe Neanderthal men? You know about that?
Yes, sir. So, Neanderthal is a extinct hominid which have IQ more than the human present Homo sapiens. So, it is being said that their cranial capacity is near about 1600. At present, the Homo sapien is having 1450 as a cranial capacity in general. So, they
you mean to say that cranial capacity is reduced from that time?
Sir, Neanderthals had more cranial capacity. And
are you sure about it?
Yes, sir. And sir, they used to live in the European nations, and they were robust. They were not able to adapt to the changing climate. That is given one of the reason for their extinction.
Who was Ramapithecus?
Sir, Ramapithecus is a fossil found in the Shivalik hills of India, and it is considered as one of the early Homo species. But later on, with research, it was found that it is not Homo, but some other species.
What is the difference between mandible of this Neanderthal man and the present Homo sapiens?
So, mandible, talking about that, the Neanderthals had more robust mandible, and their canines as well as teeth, the size was more as compared to the present Homo sapiens, and even their structure chin was relatively not that much developed as we are having as of now.
Okay, one thing on anthropology, that the cranial capacity, skull capacity, you read again. Now I come to the current affairs.
Yes,
what do you have to say about the issues between Ukraine and Russia? Although it's a slightly older matter, but what do you know about it?
Sir, it is an ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, and there were multiple reasons given by the Russia for the military action that Russia is taking on the Ukraine. But sir, there has been huge humanitarian crisis being going on. There is need of immediate ceasefire, and all the differences should be resolved with the diplomatic negotiations.
Why UNO is failing in all the major issues over the world? Can you tell the reasons?
Sir,
or if you feel that UNO is not failing, then you can tell that?
Sir, although UNO is not completely failed, but sir, there is need to reform its structure. There are multiple resolutions that were being passed in the UN to immediate ceasefire the ongoing conflicts. But sir, the structure of UN where the veto power is there. So because of that, if it is against Russia, then it gets blocked by the Russia. So the overall result or impact is not that much visible.
You can name any war where Russia, America, or China or other powers were directly or indirectly were not involved in last 75 years, which has taken place. Think of when was UNO formed?
Sir, 1945.
So it's almost 78 years. Can you name any particular war which happened in the world which had not direct or indirect involvement of these big powers?
Sorry, sir.
You don't know.
Sir, in almost every war there is some involvement indirectly of the.
No, but there are some wars where there was no veto.
Yes,
You
sir.
don't remember them?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall.
Okay. Tell me, what is the importance of war of Plassey, Battle of Plassey? You have heard about Battle of
Yes,
Plassey?
sir. Sir, after Battle of Plassey, the British, the government, they were able to enhance its ruling over the Bengal presidency.
You mean to say the British government was already there at the 1757 in India?
Sir, they were already there, but mostly they were engaged in the trading. They were not ruling.
So you noticed that what word I used? Was it a East India Company or British government?
Sorry, sir, it is East India Company.
So you have to be very clear about it.
Yes, sir.
And what happened in the war of 1761?
Sir, in Battle of Buxar,
1761 is the Battle of Buxar.
1764 it was. Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall the same.
What was the? There was an important
Third Battle of
war.
Panipat.
So what was the significance of that battle?
So, in that battle, Maratha were not able to control the whole India because of their defeat. Earlier, they were major challenge for the East India Company, but due to the Battle of Plassey, they got defeated from
Battle of Plassey, they got defeated.
not sir, Battle of Panipat. Sorry, sir. Sir,
So,
yes,
the significance of Battle of Panipat, third Battle of Panipat was what? What is the most significant? If I have to say that you have to speak in 15 words only, what was the most significant outcome of Battle of Panipat, third Battle of Panipat?
so it laid the foundation of East India Company.
It laid the foundation of East India Company.
So somewhere the Marathas were the most challenging force for the East India Company.
So what you should have said that it's the situation of the Maratha will not rule the country, that became clear.
Yes, sir.
That didn't lead the East India Company. And now you come to 17th, the Battle of Vandivash. Have you heard of that?
Yes, sir.
What was which year and what was the significance of that?
So here I am not able to recall, but
Okay.
it was between the French and the East India Company. And in Battle of Vandivash, French lost the battle, and it strengthened the rule of the East India Company in India.
And how it is related to Treaty of Paris?
So after the Battle of Vandivash, Treaty of Paris took place to bring the peace. There it was decided that British East India Company will rule in India, and all the colonies of French, they will be provided with the security by the East India Company. They will not have their own major armies.
Okay, now my last question and then I hand over to my fellow panelists. What is the significance of Battle of Buxar?
So, in Battle of Buxar, the Diwani rights were given to the East India Company, and that laid clear-cut foundation.
And one more question, when did the East India Company, instead of East India Company, the government of Britain ruled India?
So, after 1857 battle.
So that you must remember.
Okay, all right. So, Koshinder,
Yes, sir.
interesting name. What does it mean?
Sir, Koshinder is made up of Kos and Inder. Kos refers to the treasure, Inder refers to the god. So it is god of treasure equivalent to Lord Kuber.
My goodness. But you are a very slender Lord Kuber. Lord Kuber is quite hefty. Anyway, good. So you come from Shekhawati region of, and are you aware of the beautiful Havelis of, can you name some of the Havelis of Shekhawati, the prominent ones?
Sir, there is a famous town, Mandawa, where Mandawa ki Havelis are famous.
Okay.
And sir, there are various other areas where Dalamia, Kodar ki Haveli, Dalamia ki Haveli, these are some famous.
Which is the most famous Haveli? You have not named it.
So sir, I'm not able to recall.
Patmo ki Haveli, suna hai?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm surprised whenever I visit Shekhawati.
Yes.
I'm surprised that such beautiful, lavish Havelis, better than some of the forts
Yes.
and palaces, are built in a way back of beyond area of Rajasthan,
Yes, sir.
and no owners live there. What were the reasons for their migration from that area to different parts of the country?
Sir, talking about the history of the Havelis, there used to have competition between different peoples.
No, I'm not going into that. My simple question is, why did these people left their beautiful Havelis behind and went away?
Sir, most of these people are Marwadis, and sir, chain migration took place. There in Rajasthan, they didn't found better opportunity. So for more business and better opportunity, they moved to different areas like Kolkata and Mumbai.
Why the opportunities dried up in Rajasthan?
So there were several issues. One regarding the connectivity. It is a landlocked state, so access to port for export and imports is one of the reasons. And so other reasons are physical connectivity in terms of roadways, railways. Along with that, sir, there were some lack in policies by the government to support the business there. So these are some of the reasons.
End of Rajashahi could be one of the reasons.
So sir, I'm not aware about it.
Okay. So you are a student of electronics and communications.
Yes, sir.
There is duopoly.
So sir.
Duopoly.
Yes, sir.
So far as the cellular communication is concerned.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it is good or bad for the country?
So, for a business to prosper, there need to be adequate competition. So, sir, duopoly may harm the interest of the people as well as of nation. They may have some issues like cartelization. So, sir, there is need of more competition in the cellular
But tell
technology.
me, our cellular rates and internet rates are the lowest in the world. So how will they harm? What is the possibility of a harm?
They are not the lowest. If we see from per person, then they are lowest. But sir, we have huge population. In every circle, there are huge people. So overall, they are having huge profit in terms of the if we count overall revenue. So in that aspect, we are not having the lowest ones.
No. You are confusing the rates with the revenue.
Yes.
Sorry, you are totally confusing the two issues. Revenue or profitability is a different matter.
Yes.
But the rates at which people are getting the service are the cheapest.
Yes.
Okay, which is the latest offering from these people? You are a communications guy, you should know. Which is the latest offering from these people, and Elon Musk also wants to enter in that arena.
Sir, Starlink project.
What is that?
So that is providing internet directly through the space.
Through the space.
Yes.
But are the other two major Indian players also offering the same service now?
Sir, OneWeb satellite along with Airtel have some share in the OneWeb satellites. So they will also try.
Have you heard of the air fiber?
Air fiber? So
The service that these people are planning to provide. Okay, my last question to you
yes, sir.
is social media,
Yes, sir.
deep fakes,
Yes.
social media.
Yes, sir.
They impact individuals, corporations, and they have their downsides.
Yes, sir.
Do you think in the Indo-Myanmar's row that is going on, social media has played a negative or a positive role?
So, in terms of creating awareness at larger scale, it has played some positive role also, because even at the rural level, people are aware that what issues are going on. But sir, at the same time, some deep fakes, they uh, impact the sensitivity of the issue, and even they can create riots like conditions.
No, but have any rights like conditions apprehended in the Indian Maldives row? I'm talking of the Indian and Maldives, the current spat that is going on. I'm not talking of the
Sorry, sir, I
general.
thought of Myanmar. So in Maldives, the use of the Twitter, the use of X by their ministers, that created a strong anti-sentiments in the India also regarding their tourism potential in Maldives. So in that aspect, it is created some positive impact, because afterwards the ministers, they will give statements based on proper analysis of the what they are saying. So sir, this I can think of now.
All right. Okay. Uh, anyway, I'm done. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, Koshinder.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
I find that you are using a single word as a name without any suffix.
Yes, sir.
But in India, we do have a, you know, system, or we do have in vogue that everybody has a suffix or a surname attached to it. Why is that you've done away with any kind of suffix to your name?
So when I took admission at my rural village, at a rural school, so sir, at that time it was very common practice to to use single name. So sir, at that time I used single name. I was not that much aware about that time.
Or is it right of ignorance?
Yes, sir, it was because of
Or
ignorance
I thought it
as
was
well as.
designed that you don't want to be associated with any caste, creed, anything, and to be single as an identity by yourself.
Sir, it was a general trend in the village.
All right. Oh, I take your point. Now, I find that you are your hobby is mentoring of students.
Yes, sir.
Are you mature enough to mentor students you yourself taking exam, taking civil services?
Sir, I think, sir, since I have cleared initial stages,
Good.
and sir, since I did BTech, uh, so sir, I realized that at a village level there is somewhat lack in awareness regarding what are different streams, especially after class 10th. So sir, many of the students of my village, they come to me to ask to explore different streams, what
Okay.
are options available.
Okay. If I have to ask you that you have to mentor a student who has a special ability, suffering from special ability,
Yes, sir.
how would you mentor that student? One. And how would you mentor a student who is aspiring to be a civil servant?
Sir, a student who is having specific ability, then I would suggest him to explore that ability, whatever interest he have, to explore more subjects, explore internet, and even look different role models, what they did and how they did. And sir, regarding a civil service aspirant, I will say first concentrate on the next exam, whichever like college if he is in, then attend college and focus on the college study. And along with that, you should focus more on current affairs which are going on. And if still time is there, then go for the what syllabus of UPSC is. This I would
Okay.
suggest.
So, how is your current affairs?
So I am doing.
Well, what is Tipra net?
Sir, sorry, sir, I am not that much aware about it.
Okay. You come from Rajasthan. Uh, I'm not asking characteristics, I'm not asking attributes, I'm just asking traits.
Okay, sir.
Mark my words. Three traits of a Rajasthani which you like to be proud of.
So, first trait regarding hospitality. Second thing, sir, cultural diversity. And third thing, sir, tolerance.
Is that a personality trait?
Sir, they have the values of
Okay,
tolerance.
give me the third one.
Sir, tolerance level.
Sorry?
Tolerance level. Sir.
Tolerance.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
tolerance is a trait, of course. Okay, and my last question to you.
Yes, sir.
Which are the three schemes of India,
Yes, sir.
government of India, I mean, which has affected your day-to-day life?
So first is Jal Jeevan Mission.
Jal Jeevan Mission.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So since I live in Rajasthan and at village level, earlier there was issue of water availability. So Jal Jeevan Mission that provided functional tap water connection in every rural household. So second, Beti Bachao Beti Padhao is also one of the prominent scheme at especially at the village level.
You. Affected you. I'm asking you not. आपको क्या फायदा हुआ?
Okay, sir.
स्कीम तो बहुत सारी है गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की.
So sir, I'm not able to recall.
डिजिटल इंडिया,
Yes, sir.
यूपीआई पेमेंट.
Yes.
चलो, I'll pass on to the next member.
Thank you.
कौशिंदर,
Yes, sir.
आप राजस्थान के हो, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और कम्युनिकेशंस के स्टूडेंट हो, तो राजस्थान इज ए बॉर्डरिंग स्टेट, इज इट?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the government decides that they give dictate order to the internet service provider that the signals
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
should not spill over to the Pakistan side.
Yes, sir.
Communication tower signal should not spill over to the Pakistan side. So, is it possible? Is the technology available?
So there is a range of particular tower. There is a range for particular tower. So if we install a tower at that location where the minimum range that is able to tackle that tower, that we can use. And so other there are various other technology like jammers are there.
No,
They
I'm
can
not
jam.
talking about jammers.
So sir, only that as of my limited knowledge, I think that
Okay, fine.
tower
So,
distance.
So there is a limitation
ये आपका बटन है.
as per your knowledge. We cannot put this communication towers too close to the border.
Yes, sir.
Is it so?
So sir,
Or we can place the tower right on the border and ensure that signals will not spill over to other territory, foreign territory.
Sir, as per my limited knowledge, that tower, the distance from the border, that should be.
Okay, fine. Now, you being a communication engineer, what is that we get in 5G which we were not getting in 4G?
So, in 5G, it provides ultra high speed. So, sir, robotic
High
surgeries.
speed data.
Yes, sir. In terms of data as well as in terms of latency. Latency, sir, refers to what the signal we are sending and how much time it took to sending it to the server.
Okay.
So, sir, it has huge applications in artificial intelligence, for example, automatic driving, as well as in robotic surgery also.
Autonomous driving.
Sir, autonomous driving.
Autonomous driving.
Yes. Sir, along with that, in robotic surgery also, where precision as well as the timing is required. So in those areas also, it has huge application.
But you see, in the home, we most of the time use Wi-Fi.
Yes, sir.
It is only when we are on move we use cellular connection.
Yes, sir.
So where is such a huge dependence on cellular connectivity?
Sir, whenever a tower is being installed, that is also installed by the optical fiber. And sir, that same optical fiber from that different Wi-Fi are being connected at the household, in the household appliances.
Okay, what is a smart home? Smart home? What is a smart home? What we understand by a smart home?
So a smart home is a home where most of the things are guided by the technologies.
And
Most of the things are guided by technologies.
guided by technology.
Yes, sir.
Can you improve your answer?
So, a smart home is a place where the residents they use modern day technology to do
Is
their
there something
activity.
like Internet of Things?
Yes, sir.
What is this?
So, Internet of Things is a kind of atmosphere ecosystem which where devices are connected with the help of internet.
So if I say that a smart home will have Internet of Things, am I right or wrong?
So, yes, sir, it is one of the component.
One of the component. Tell me one more component.
So, for doing every activity, there might be some robots which may not be connected with the internet. They might be doing some activity. For example, washing clothes. Washing machine is there.
All right, fine. So now we move towards across the Rajasthan, that is Pakistan. What is CPEC?
So, CPEC is a project of China, which is known as China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which provides various physical infrastructure in terms of roadways, port, power supplies. So it tries to connect China with the Arabian Sea.
Why did India oppose it?
So it is passing through the POK. So that is hampering our sovereignty.
That is
Hampering our sovereignty. It is our territory.
violating,
Yes, sir.
hampering or violating
So it's violating.
our sovereignty, as we understand.
Yes.
We say that it is part of India.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. There is a perception that CPEC is not working out as China had planned.
Yes, sir.
What is that?
So,
Or why is that perception?
so there are two sides for it. So there are some general awareness in Pakistan also, where they are going into huge debt because of the CPEC.
Okay.
The second thing, there are also issues of some individual attacks in Balochistan region on the Chinese officials. So for that also, it is getting hampered, that
Okay.
project.
So China is having test of poor security scenario in Pakistan.
So it is facing issues.
Okay. Where will this corridor end in Pakistan?
So Chabar port, sir, Gwadar port.
Gwadar port. Fine. Yeah, please.
Good afternoon, Koshinder.
Good afternoon, sir.
You come from Junjunu.
Yes, sir.
Why it is called land of brave soldiers?
Sir, Junjunu, its rulers, most of them used to fight battles and they used to win most of the time. So there were many Rajput rulers who ruled from Junjunu, and because of that, it is being said as land of brave people. Along with that, sir, that legacy is still continuing, because it is being said that from every household we have one soldier serving in the armed forces. So, sir, for that reason also it is considered as.
How Junjunu got its name?
Sir, was a ruler with the name Rao Jhunja. From there, the name Junjunu came.
Okay. What's the regional language?
So, it is a dialect of Hindi, and near about 27% of the Junjunu population, they speak Marwadi as a language.
You had your education in Hindi or this Shekhawati Marwadi?
Sir, in Hindi.
In Hindi you did.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you agree that regional languages are dying under the influence of Hindi?
Sir, up to some extent, yes. But sir, there are various efforts are being taken. For example, new education policy that talks about that the primary education up to class 5th should be done in the regional language. So various efforts are being taken for the promotion of the regional languages.
Okay. Koshinder, you did BTech in Electrical and Communication Engineering. Can you comment on state of electronics in Indian economy?
So, electronics share is rising in India in terms of the production. And sir, talking specifically about the semiconductor chips, then there were earlier issues regarding we were not producing at the market level. Only at the laboratory level we were producing, but now sir, various MOUs are being signed with various countries to enhance our semiconductor manufacturing. Along with this, sir, we are second largest producer of mobile manufacturing we are producing second highest number of mobiles in India.
What are advanced microprocessors?
So, advanced microprocessors are the latest processors which are having ultra high speed in terms of the processing capacity. So, this only I can recall.
And the next generation processors? What
So,
are
sir,
those?
I am not able to recall.
What kind of chips, layers? Are you aware of that?
So, the nanometer, the scale that is, they are reducing it.
Okay. Lastly, Koshinder, your father is a school teacher.
Yes, sir.
What's the state of teachers today?
So, at primary level, we have enough teachers, but at the college level, there are some issues where shortage of faculties are being highlighted by various universities. But sir, overall, it is improving, especially with the coming up of new education policy of 2020, which even focus on the national curriculum framework for the teachers, uh, their training. So,
Okay, tell me 5 pillars of new education policy.
so, new education policy, the first pillar talks about the early childhood care and education, which replaced 10 plus 2 system with 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. So, second pillar, it talks about the universality of the primary education, where it tries to enhance gross enrollment ratio up to 100% by 2030. And so, third thing, at the higher education level, it tries to achieve 50% gross enrollment ratio. And so, at the college level, it opened the academic bank of credit, where different credits will be given. And so, it also talks about a multi-exit option, where a student can get his degree in multiple domains.
Okay, Koshinder, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Koshinder, your interview is over. Now we'll give you our assessment,
Thank you, sir.
feedback to you. This is your fourth interview.
Yes, sir.
3 times you have appeared in the interview.
Yes, sir.
So what? How much marks you have attained and how many marks you were left behind?
So last year I got 165, and by 9 marks I missed the cutoff.
Missed the cutoff. And the earlier times, it was gap was bigger.
Near about 10, 15.
Okay, but not bigger. So you know that you are missing the bus by only few marks.
Yes.
If you and when is your interview?
Sir, date is not out yet.
Date is not out. So you have time.
Yes, sir.
Because date till 10th of February are already out, 10th or 15th of February are
16th
already
February.
16th February. So you have enough time.
Yes.
And you are not doing anything
No, sir.
except for preparation. So what I suggest, you have done, your interview was good, but it can become very good or even excellent based on your additional inputs which you do in next 40, 45 days or 50 days or 60 days, so that you are able to crack this time. So what I suggest that once for a moment, can you stand up? Your ties are only about half inch more, so length should be about half inch lesser. Otherwise, your coat and pant are everything is okay. Sit down. You are keeping your hands on the knees, with thighs or knees or whatever. It's okay, but move once a while. Don't clasp. Once a while, clasping is okay, but overall, because you must have attended these interviews earlier also, in the earlier attempts also. So some advice has already gone.
Yes, sir.
So that has changed your outlook a bit. But further suggestion is that you move, when a question is been asked by me, spend 60% time with me, but see once in a while, glance to others also. That improves that you are talking to everybody.
Okay, sir.
The impression should be that you are talking to everybody. So whosoever is asking a question, 60% time is spent with him, but otherwise your eye movement is there. You have today. I feel that you have come without shaving.
Yes, sir.
So that on the day of interview should not happen.
Yes.
Either you go clean shaven or a beard, not in between. The third suggestion is that your subject knowledge is many times very good, but still there is an improvement possible, making certain bullet points on issues
Yes.
and practicing them with the in front of the mirror. I don't know whether this suggestion was given to you earlier or not. Might have been given earlier, but naturally suggestions would be limited. Uh, but that will further improve, and your output may may become further better in in this attempt. So I feel that your subject is basically basic subject is engineering. For that, you know a bit, but some questions can even from other areas can come. You need to this anthropology as a subject. Your knowledge is wanting. So, bit read Neanderthal or even Ramapithecus or even Homo erectus. All these you need a bit more because one or two questions can come from the uh, this subject anthropology subject also, and then using a wrong word can put you under a lot of pressure, like East India Company or British government.
Yes, sir.
That differentiation has to be very clear while answering the question on history. So these are the areas where you can improve, like where you are making mistake, because wherever you make a mistake, they'll catch. Like skull size of present Homo sapiens is much higher than uh, the uh, Neanderthal man. That you go and read in the book again. It has not reduced; it has increased, and the mandible size has reduced. That you know very well. So these are the things which I feel, and my fellow panelists will also give you some sort of additional advice, which I put the floor open. And then, if you have some questions in your mind, then you can come back to us and we'll also answer those questions.
One quick advice to you.
Yes, sir.
See, there are panelists will be giving you questions, shooting questions one after another, informative questions, and there are analytical questions.
Yes, sir.
Now, you have not done very well on analytical questions. When I had put on an analytical question, you were absolutely blank. You can take your time. No, even in the traits also, later on you improved upon, otherwise you started attributes. Then I said traits, then I had to intervene. Similarly, what are the three major schemes
Yes.
which has affected your life?
Yes.
And you were talking about women, which has affected your life. Similarly, his question also, when he was asking, तो analytical question को जरा बैंक बना लो उसका, और उसको बैंक बना के उसको practice करो. You will do very well this time. You will crack it this time.
Okay, sir.
All right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
When it comes to your optional or academic background,
Yes, sir.
questions will come mostly from those topics which are in the domain of common awareness
Yes, sir.
or which are currently alive issues.
Yes, sir.
Like this thing, communication towers and signal strength, directional control.
Yes.
Because you are from Rajasthan, a bordering state,
Yes, sir.
and it has to do with the security also.
Yes, sir.
So you refresh your knowledge on these.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nobody will ask formula or technical things,
Yes.
but those things which are in the common awareness domain, or which are issues which are being talked about, and they have connection with your academic background,
Yes.
you should be better prepared.
Okay, sir.
Because showing a blank or giving a wrong answer will not carry a right impression.
Yes, sir.
You should understand that communication towers have directional control.
Okay, sir.
Signal strength can be increased, can be decreased.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So if we don't want signal strength to be higher, say towards west, so it can be done, it can be controlled.
Okay, sir.
All right. So ये सब सामान्य बातें हैं. यहाँ पे ब्लैंक होने से एक रॉन्ग इंप्रेशन आपके बारे में क्रिएट होगा, फाइन। एंड सेकंड, लुक मोर प्लीजेंट, हैप्पी, खुश।
Okay.
ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट।
Let me now.
All the best. I
Okay,
think
just
everybody has
a
covered.
Anmol, if I'm Koshinder, आपने 4 इंटरव्यू कर लिए, right? Please remember,
Yes, sir.
if you are not able to answer one odd question or 2 odd questions, heavens are not going to fall. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, the current affairs is such a big basket that we do not expect you to know everything under the sun.
Yes, sir.
And during the interview, if you are not able to answer a particular question,
Yes, sir.
don't let it bog you down.
Okay, sir.
It should not weigh on your further interview. Let us pass.
Okay, sir.
Right. So you should be going with the confidence. Now you are looking much better. The energy level I find when we are communicating is better than we were interviewing.
Okay, sir.
So let it come. You have been scoring in the range of 160s
Yes, sir.
in the interviews.
Yes, sir.
So a benchmark, you know कि इतना तो मेरे को मिल ही रहा.
Yes, sir.
So now when you go for the next one or in the next mocks also, go with a bit more confidence. कि इतना तो मुझे दे ही रहा है यार UPSC, let me try and do better than that.
Okay, sir.
Let me be more expressive. And another thing I found was that during the casual interaction, your communication is free flowing. You're an engineering graduate. You're bright, smart, right? Your English was coming very smoothly during informal communication. But when we were formally asking you questions, so you were stuttering a bit,
Yes, sir.
right? Forget it. It is an interaction. ये कोई सवाल जवाब का नहीं है. नहीं आया तो नहीं आया यार. 2-3 सवालों का जवाब नहीं दिया, कुछ नहीं, heavens are not going to fall. So know that and remember, you are not supposed to know everything under the sun. You are a very good candidate, and I see you making this time. Okay, all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.